Batting fourth, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Chapman with a homer in his last game.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. And it is out of here. Matt Chapman hits one out. His 6th of the series. And the Giants have the lead now. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 2 down. Here's the veteran shortstop, Willie Adames. Ball. Adames wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Orioles close the gap on the homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Giants, Robbie Ray. What do you have on him, Singy?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Gunnar Henderson digs in now. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Henderson matched a homer in his last game.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2. Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. And that drops in for a strike. Henderson aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball. Here's a 1-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fitzgerald over to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Orioles held in check there. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Baltimore and digging in for San Francisco, Harrison Bader. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Elliot Ramos. In the air to left center. Ward on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 8th, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
Now it's the second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald. And that's a fair ball. Caught up now trying to get to third. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. And he'll pull him to second safely. Here's the catcher, Daniel Susak. Left field. Snags it on the run. And that's the third out. 1 left for San Francisco. They're up 2-0. Back now at Oriole Park and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. And ball 1. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Hitless of the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And a foul ball. O'Neill on at first. Nobody out. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. And downstairs.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
The lefty, the 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. But he's back in time. Liner caught it second.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. There's a strike.
Ball, that's down.
And a 1-2 on the ground. And that is the inning. One left for the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits. It's Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man at first, Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Lee bats left, throws right. Batting second in today's lineup. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Down the line, it's a base hit. Now a relay to second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Rafael Devers up to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. comes the run from third. Throw gets by him at second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. Chapman gets a piece there. Man at second. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Just misses with that one. This one in the air, center field. 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, shortstop Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run homer, his 9th homer of the year, and they add to their lead.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down. Harrison Bader, the next Giant to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Off the mark there. Ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Two down, nobody on. That's a walk.
No, that's ball.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
Next for the Giants, left fielder Elliot Ramos.
Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Orioles close the gap on the homer, and the lead is now 5-0. Set for the bottom of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to the left. To first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So next to hit for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. Swing and a miss. Strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Next offering is outside. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. In the air, right field. Lee settles under this one, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3. Back here in Baltimore, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Foul ball.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Ball one there.
Outside.
And a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next with the Giants, catcher Daniel Susak.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Daniel Susak popped out to left his first time. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll reach second with one away.
Up next with the Giants.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks Dietrich Ends takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at second, and that is out of play. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
And now Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. Line drive to short and caught.
Up next for the Giants, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a swing and a miss. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. And now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Out towards right center field. Alexander should have this one. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Giants 5 and the Orioles nothing. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boog. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Sliced hard, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. A little bit low.
No, that's low. Ball.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. That's off the mark.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Lee moving under it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Giants 5 and the Orioles nothing. Back in the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Now that's smacked to right center. Misses the ball and it falls in. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here is Willie Adames.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Chapman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now Bader up to the plate. Swing and a drive, deep right field. O'Neill going back on it. But it bounces off his glove. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first.
Hey,
save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, but a run comes across. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Runners at second and third and 1 out. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Alexander on the move. He's got it. Both runners tagging. He scores on the sac fly. It's 7-0.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Keegan Aiken.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The 1-0. And a big swing and a miss. Hard hit to third. They limit the damage here. Back now at Oriole Park and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Ripped to short. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Home man for the 5th inning. Moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Orioles.
2 down, bases empty. And next for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, right field. That is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Luis
Leading off
Arias,
for
the next to hit.
First baseman, Luis Arias.
In the air, left field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder.
Digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 3. Left field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there are 2
Up
outs.
next for the Giants, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Out towards right center field. And that is that. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Back here in Baltimore, and into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson, 25 years old, made his big league debut in 2025, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Alexander, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Struck him out looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. The results speak for themselves, and he probably won't want to change a thing.
Henderson in the box again, takes a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two down, nobody on. Gets under it and pops it up. Chapman has a beat on it, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching San Francisco Giants. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Povich. He last pitched 2 days ago. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
Ball. No, that missed. That's a ball.
That one misses. Ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, shortstop,
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered in this game. This one in the air. Mountcastle under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder Harrison Bader.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Bader now. Check
What you
swing
got?
to the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Did not go. Two down, nobody on. That's outside. And that's ball 2. Out towards right center field. O'Neill settles underneath it. And that is that. Giants down. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Ward,
That's
the
the ball.
leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Ripped to right. That's a base hit, and they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ward gets his lead at first, nobody out. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swings through it for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
0-1. That one
Nope.
missed.
Ball.
And he's back to first in time. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Out to short. Adames, the throw to first. Third out. Another scoreless. Back now at Oriole Park. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Ramos leading things off and takes a strike. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. 2 away down. Daniel Susac will hit next. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance, and that one hops the wall. So back to the top of the order. Now at the plate, Luis Arias.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Susak leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's too high.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Right fielder,
And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Foul ball there. Mountcastle takes it himself out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Back here in Baltimore, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Adley Rutschman now at the plate.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's 1 down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ha!
And the lefty with the 0-1. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on.
Here comes the skipper. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Jose Butto, ready to make his season debut. And the batter now, Jeremiah Jackson. The 0-1, swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him. Now 2 out. Back to first, and he's safe.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Blaze Alexander.
Yo, what's good, brother? How you be? Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. Disregard my last at bat, but I appreciate you, dog. Hey, when I'm done with this too, I'm gonna make sure I return the favor. Much love. How you doing? How's the day going?
Mountcastle off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That's what I'm saying, brother. I appreciate you.
The 0-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And the Orioles leave 1. Not going their way. It's 7-0.
Dang, bro. I was just quick scroll through real quick. Your shorts look lit, dog. That's real right there. I gotta learn how to edit
That
like
might not
that.
be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
That one hammered
Oh my
center
god,
field.
guys,
Right
someone
back
take my
there.
controller. She's killing
It's
me.
out.
She's killing me, guys.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 8-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Next to hit, Willie Adames.
Ball up.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Adames not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So
all right. You know what? All right.
nobody on.
All right.
Nobody out. Nobody in. Here at the top of the ninth. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Just a really nice slider down, and he wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Inside, gets out of the way.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout.
Oh, I should have called timeout. It's my fault. It's all right. First out. There we go, beautiful.
It's kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
High fly ball out to center field. Alexander under it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder
Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit.
No, that's outside. Ball.
In the air, left field. Fair ball. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Giants,
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's the catcher, Daniel Susak.
Ball. That's down.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That clips the corner. High fly ball out towards left field. Raging back towards the wall. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Off the mark there. And it's 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. The Orioles get one back on the solo blast. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh, just remember, guys, it's better to strike out after a battle than it is to strike out blitzing.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Misses
That's
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That one missing inside. And there's the automatic.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one misses.
Ball 4, take your base.
Off walk. Taylor Ward digs in now.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff.
No, that's
pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 1-1. Swings through that one. Goes down looking.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
One out man at first. Stepping in, Pete Alonso. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Hurt.
The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Well, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, past, present, future. Also, I appreciate my tribe Malachi for subscribing in the comments as well. Join my Discord, brother. If you ever want to come play, let me know. Discord's open. I appreciate you again. Send me a message if you join. Brother. Everyone, have a good night, good weekend. See you guys again here real soon.
I'm John Shambi saying so long.